Okay, so today's video is going to be a bit of a different one. So I haven't done anything like this before when it comes to just content in general. Obviously, I've kind of considered it because who hasn't considered doing something this easy? But basically, for today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to rank the Halloween movies because I feel like it. To get straight into it, we're just going to start off with the original from 1978. It's going straight into S tier. This is probably self-explanatory because, come on, everyone loves Halloween. It's just a classic horror movie. It's my personal favourite horror movie ever made. One of my favourite movies ever made, full stop. It's well crafted on such a low budget, well made, well shot. The story, everybody knows the story. The premise of it is so simple, but executed so perfectly. With the creepy stalker and, the babysitter, classic kind of concept for a horror slasher, whatever. And yeah, I don't really have much I need to say about the original Halloween because everyone's seen it, everyone knows it, everyone likes it. It's pretty simple. And it gave us the iconic killer, of course, of Michael Myers before the creation of Freddy Krueger, before Ghostface, before Jason. So iconic, great movie, everyone loves it. My favorite horror movie ever. So after that, Halloween 2, the original, A tier. This might be a bit of a controversial one for some. I have it down, listed down as A tier, mainly because it's a lot of the same as the first movie, but done worse, I guess. The kills, they're more graphic in nature, which is great. Great, I love graphic kills, I love, gore in my horror movies, but I don't know. Halloween 2 basically had the same concept as the first one, except it took place in a hospital instead of just a random neighborhood. And I think that kind of took away from some of the charm that the first movie had, because the first movie was everyone liked it because it felt like something not that could happen, but it felt more real. And taking it into a hospital kind of, in my opinion, just takes away from that. So Halloween 2 in A tier again, just because it's more of the same as the first movie, but just not done as well as the first movie, in my opinion. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, D tier. Don't like it, really, honestly. I can respect the fact that it's unique, and it's not trying to be like the other Halloweens. It just doesn't work for me. It's a bit too ridiculous for me. At least, off the back of the other two movies, which obviously I've put so high. Just a massive step down in quality, and I don't like the concept, really. It doesn't work, I don't think. I don't know. It's just not for me. But I know it's pretty popular with a lot of people. It's kind of got, this cult following, and it's increased in popularity, definitely, over the years, but I don't know. I just don't like it. It's not for me. Halloween 4. Where did I put that? C tier, fuck it. Halloween 4 is a weird one. So they removed, as you may, if you've watched the movies, you know, they killed off Laurie Strode off screen with a car accident. Then, for some reason, had Michael chasing down his, 8, 9-year-old niece, or whatever she is. Her name's Jamie Lloyd. She's this little girl who is related to Michael through Laurie, and I don't know. I don't like watching Michael chasing down a random child trying to kill her. I prefer it when it's Laurie Strode because we've got a history with her, and she's not 8 years old. I don't want to see Michael killing kids or trying to kill kids. It's just not what I want. That's just kind of what it felt like this movie was, because that is what it was. It's fine. It's not D tier, not F tier, but it's not B, A, or S. It's just kind of in that sweet spot. And if I had to put it in a certain area of C tier, it would be at the top compared to the other one I have in there. It's a mid movie. Nothing great, nothing awful. Halloween 5. Oh god. Halloween 5 is D tier as well. So this is where they really start hammering into this whole cult storyline they had going for Michael, where he's basically been recruited almost, or I don't know, manipulated or something. I don't really know how to describe it, but he's part of this cult, and he needs to basically kill off his bloodline, which is why he chased down Laurie in the original movies, and why he's hunting down Jamie Lloyd in these ones. This again is basically the same as Halloween 4, but worse, because not only did they make Michael less intimidating, they changed his mask to look more alien-like for some odd fucking reason. And the biggest offender, I believe this is the movie, that has the fucking police officers that walk around with clown noises playing the second they enter a shot. And it's fucking ridiculous. I'll, like, edit in a clip of it here, but...
All clear. Nothing above, nothing below.
I'm so embarrassed.
It's what we're here for.
Rescue cats.
Find dogs.
That's our job.
And we love it.
There's not much to say about Halloween 5 that no one else has said before. It's just dreadful. But not as bad as the movie that came after, Halloween 6, which, by all accounts, may be the worst one. It's really not good. This film introduces Paul Rudd as Tommy Doyle, who is a little child who was in the first movie. And for some reason, he has to, like, take care of Jamie's baby after Michael, spoiler alert, gets to Jamie and kills her in the end, after 2 whole movies. Since they recast Jamie, there isn't really any emotional connection. It doesn't really hit at all. It's just kind of like, well, fuck, she's gone, whatever. All around, probably the worst Halloween movie. It's one of 3 that can compete for that title. But I don't want to talk about this movie much longer because I hate it and it makes me feel sick. So we're going to move on to Halloween H2O, which I'm going to put in the C tier, because this one tried something unique, but it did it better than Halloween 3. This keeps the whole Michael Myers slasher thing, but it brings Laurie Strode back, which is fine. I'm not the biggest fan of Laurie as a final girl, but it's fine. They brought her back. It was better than him chasing down a random kid. She's now a teacher in a random college, has a son and everything. But Michael finds her, tracks her down, whatever, hunts her and her son through the school. This one I'm pretty sure is the one, I think, has LL Cool J in it as some random security guard. And it also features a cameo of Jamie Lee Curtis's mother, who, if you didn't know, played the... oh, whatever her name was. What the fuck was her name? I don't remember. The lady who got stabbed in the shower scene in fucking Psycho, I don't remember her name. But yes, it features a cameo from her, who is Jamie's mother, and yeah, it's Michael's back with a new mask again. He gets like 3 different masks in this, one of them which is CGI. It looks horrendous. And it's nothing special, but again, it's nothing dreadful. Next up, we got Resurrection. Bottom of the barrel Halloween movie, just dreadful. This one features Busta Rhymes. And Busta Rhymes pretty much in this is the host of a Big Brother style like documentary reality show set in the Myers house, which Michael finds out about. He does not like it. Michael says nuh-uh, he is not a fan. That is a big oopsie daisy on Busta Rhymes' part, and Michael shows up, kills people. Busta Rhymes knows fucking kung fu apparently in this. It's not even worth talking about. It's just awful. It's certainly a movie that someone made and some people have watched, and that's all I can say. Oh, Halloween 2007. D tier. So this is the remake of the original by Rob Zombie, and when I say remake, I mean like half of it's a remake, like shot for shot remake. But the first 20 minutes to half an hour is new stuff. It's very Rob Zombie. Naturally, he cast his wife in it because that's what Rob Zombie does. And they show more of the backstory of Michael, how he became to be so fucked up, and the monster he becomes in the future. They retcon some things to where, like, his first kill isn't his older sister like it is in the original. It's a random bully at the school that he goes to. I will say, this movie features the best Michael Myers. If you don't know, Michael in this movie was played by Tyler Mane, former wrestler, and he actually, if you've seen X-Men, he plays Sabretooth in the original X-Men, and then again in Deadpool and Wolverine. And he's scary. He's a scary Michael. He's like 6'7", towering over everybody. It's terrifying. But again, it's just a worse version of the original for the most part. Halloween 2, 2009 is probably the second worst movie I've ever seen, behind Nightmare on Elm Street 2010 remake. I don't have anything to say about this movie. It's just, if you've seen it, you know why I hate this so much. It's more Rob Zombie than it is Halloween, and I mean that in the worst possible way. Because the first one is kind of very controversial because of how Rob Zombie it is. The second one is even more Rob Zombie than that one, and that is not a good thing. That is not a compliment at all. I don't think there's a single thing I could compliment about this movie outside of having Tyler Mane as Michael in it. It's not worth talking about, it's not worth watching, just don't waste your time. 2018 Halloween. Another S tier. Yep, the second S tier. I have to be honest, I love this movie so much. Because it's like a back to basics Halloween. The story is worse than the original, yes, but it's better than Halloween 2. And it's kind of in that middle part where I would say the gap is big enough between Halloween 2 and 2018 that I can put 2018 in S tier. Because it is just a back to basics Halloween. It's basically like Michael comes back from a 40-year absence in a mental asylum and just goes back to how he was, gets his OG mask back, starts killing random babysitters while hunting down Laurie Strode and her family. It's basically exactly what you'd expect from a Halloween movie. But it is modernized, and that's a good thing. Some of the characters are kind of, I could live without them. Some of them are like, I really like that character, I hope they don't die, kind of thing. But it's Halloween, you know, it's just a good movie. It's the third Halloween movie called Halloween, which is, it gets confusing. But I don't have much to say about that either. I don't have a lot to say about most of these because chances are if you're watching this, you've probably seen most of these or seen other rankings on them or heard people talking about them, whatever. So I don't really need to say much, but I'm just giving my opinions. This one, I think, is going to be controversial. Halloween Kills. Sorry, I'm going to zoom out quickly. Halloween Kills is probably quite controversial because I know it's not the most popular Halloween movie, but I don't know. I liked it. It's not like Halloween 2, Halloween 1978 or 2018 kind of good, but I really like it because it's probably got some of the best kills for me. I actually have it noted down here as being a controversial pick, so I don't know. Think of that what you will. I really like Halloween Kills, but not everyone does. I get that completely. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's mine. So it's got good kills, good like callbacks to the original. They brought back some OG cast members like Charles Cyphers as Sheriff Brackett, who sadly passed away recently. And yeah, it's just got a lot of good callbacks. I like Michael's mask with the half-burnt look. I like the almost angelic opera kind of theme they had going with the music. There's a lot I like about it, but obviously the stuff I do not like, it's cheesy as shit with the whole Evil Dies Tonight thing. The story isn't special in any way. I don't know. It's got good kills, good like set pieces, good music, good mask for Michael, whatever. It's just the story lets it down. And honestly, for the last one, Halloween Ends, it's pretty much the same. Some of the kills are alright. I like Michael's vibe, but the story lets it down. He's not even in it for the most part. It's this new guy, Corey, who is basically taking on the Michael role, which is really unfortunate because they were claiming this would be the end of the franchise. It's now officially not, but they were claiming it was, and the fact that they were gonna do that and have Michael barely in it is just... It just seems like a weird choice. and a big mistake, but now that we know it's not the end of the franchise, I can put it in B, because there was stuff I liked about it. It was just the lack of Michael and the weak story that kind of sets it back. That's basically it for the Halloween, like, tier list. Just, if you watch this video, just let me know in the comments what you do and don't agree with. And I don't know, I think this is the definitive Halloween ranking, but of course, no one else is going to feel that way. That's just me being me. But again, yeah, if you have differing opinions, let me know in the comments. If you think they're all shit, tell me. If you think they're all great, tell me. Whatever, I don't care. I just want to hear other opinions, and yeah, I'll try and do more stuff like this, because as tiring as it was to keep talking, I'm out of breath. I'm asthmatic. I don't know. It was good to try something different, and yeah, I'll try and get some other stuff like this up soon. But yep, let me know your opinion down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.